So we have low audio again. Mic's messed up. Here's what it would have sounded like if we kept it like this. Only the ending is going to be like this, and I'll give you guys for a warning. So here's an example what it would have sounded like.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't have an opinion.
No, because I'm not
No, because
talking.
90% of the time your opinion's wrong.
And stupid, and derailing, and annoying,
Yeah, this is why
and like, yeah,
I don't hang out with you. I know.
Exactly.
Welcome to Best Layers Podcast. Look who's back. Lucas. I've probably complained every
endlessly,
episode
and I'm
he's
still
gone.
here.
And Declan. And me.
Why do you gotta say it's so depressing?
I was being stupid. Because he's like, I'm still here. Yeah, where have you been?
Busy.
And San Diego. He's been whacking it and jacking it
The
and jacking
whale's
whack.
vagina.
Very beautiful out there. I liked it.
Where'd you go? Like in
uh,
San Diego? Did you go to Coronado? Did you stay on...
He hang out with Carmen.
Did you go to the military base? Did you go on the aircraft
No.
carrier? Did you go to clubs? What'd you do?
went out clubbing,
Mm-hmm.
partying out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was good times.
We didn't dance like that. But, cool.
Did you take like a 20-minute trip down to TH or whatever? Tijuana?
No. I don't actually have a passport. I need to go get a passport.
Wow. Do you have a passport?
Fuck no.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck am I gonna go?
I do need to get one.
Anywhere but here.
So,
Passports are great.
but we were at one point. We went to this Mexican restaurant, and you ordered in Spanish because that's how close to the border we fucking were.
So how did you guys do?
Yeah, how'd you handle that?
It's very simple. It was just
You guys speak
tacos.
Spanish?
Enough to order food? Yeah.
You could just be like, dos quesadillas.
Siete tacos.
Bueno.
Dos
Like-
cervezas,
like-
senor.
You know what's funny?
pretty simple.
So me and Crystal always watch 90 Day whatever.
Fiancé.
There's Fiance. There's 90 Days Before. What kills me?
with Big Ed.
Oh, sorry, I got it.
Oh, fucking Big Ed is a retard. Not in that way. I shouldn't say that word. It's everyone's so PC about that word.
Who gives a shit?
Big Ed's stupid. I just really can't stand him. Not the whole neck thing. He's just, if you watch and hear him
has
talk,
no neck.
yeah, he moves like when Batman had the mask in Michael Keaton's, where he had a turn. Yeah,
He looks like an egg.
but it's crazy that
He does.
on the 90 days, some people that are talking to each other, they're like this. So you're saying you don't want to have kids? I don't understand. Like I came all the way
do
over
realize
here,
that's
and they're like,
scripted, right?
no.
Do you
Is it-
realize
what?
that's also, they're like, oh, they're calling you now?
Hold
Or
on.
we want to get this on camera so we should be able to
No,
Hold
they're
on,
not
hold on,
calling.
hold
They
on.
use a translator to have conversations back and
Oh.
forth because they don't understand.
Yeah, but it's still scripted. I hope you understand that.
to an extent, dude.
No, dude.
Do you think all these people are that good of actors?
you can tell what scenes they're having to reshoot
I
because
can
something
tell.
happened.
I
They're
can
not.
tell this motherfucker can't speak English. And the other
Yeah,
one can't.
that still doesn't change the fact that I guarantee you it is still scripted.
You don't think people can fall in love
It's
with somebody if they speak a
reality
different language?
TV. There's
No,
nothing about
it's-
reality TV that is not scripted.
No. I answered the question.
It's hard, I think, because the biggest thing in a relationship, and anyone that's in marriages and everything, is they'll tell you communication. So
Yeah,
they
but you
say-
can learn communication, right? I'm talking about like...
not when you're already a fiance
Oh, no.
and you have to talk like that. Like that guy just learned that she dated a hitman or
I'm
some
not
shit.
talking about specifically on a 90 Day Fiance. I'm talking about, can you fall in love with somebody that speaks a different language than you? I would say probably.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't see why not. Well, most
Well,
of
I mean,
most of human
It's all sexual and on
someone-
Most of
attraction.
human communication is body language, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I was going to get at with
I need
someone
sugar.
who is deaf or communicates through sign language. You can still fall in love with that individual, and your language is still not the same. Actually, your whole fucking world is not even the goddamn same.
I mean, if I liked somebody enough, I'd learn sign language for them, or I'd learn to speak their language,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you try. But
But most people
at
can't
first-
communicate well at the beginning. You
But
gotta
at
learn
first-
that communication.
at first it's just straight attraction, and
Not always. Well, I guess it depends on your definition of straight attraction.
It also depends what you're really looking at and what you look at.
I mean-
in people, but most of the time, yes, you look at the looks. The looks is what.
how else
draws
are you gonna
someone
like?
in. And there's other things.
What else would you notice to talk to somebody? Wouldn't it be attraction?
Like physicality, how they actually look.
that gets you to go talk to them.
No,
How they
I feel
carry
like
themselves, too.
I feel like if you're just like a normal person, you could just talk to anybody.
But then
I'm not necessarily like that. That's be necessarily like you have to go over there to engage a sexual relationship or a dating relationship or any kind of relationship. You can just talk to people and then that develops slowly, right? It's not always like, oh, I see this girl from across the bar, I gotta go walk over and talk to her because she's so banging. You could just meet some random person in your life just by happenstance or through somebody and then just talk to them enough to where it's like, oh shit, this person's hot.
But when you decide
You could relate to that,
to
right,
talk to
Lucas?
them or the attraction,
Yeah, but
something
there is
happens.
usually some kind of attraction, but it just really depends situational. I don't know, because like I do have to physically find you attractive. Because if I don't,
You have to.
Yes, but you can find. But there are
But-
people that are like there are people that are obviously physically attractive that you could tell more, and there's some people that you'll never know until like they take off all their clothes, right? Sometimes people just wear baggy clothes. Sometimes people don't hold themselves properly. You know, it goes for men and women. People slouch. People don't stand up straight. People,
That's not
walk
gonna make me
funny.
not want to have sex with you. Though.
Some people will.
There could be a banging girl, and if she slouched, you'd never know because you can change your whole body language and the way you present yourself to people just by slouching. So, like, she could be like a 10, but you wouldn't give her the time of day just because she's slouching. It just changes the appearance of everything. Yeah, it does.
How much does a 10 go lower when they slouch?
Who knows? I'm just saying, like, this is all a possibility. You can't rule it out, But like, there are studies to prove that like changing like one part of your body language can change your appearance in all aspects.
Yeah.
You could. It's like I said, slouching is like the biggest example because not only does it cause your back to go, it causes your neck to crane over, it can cause double chins, it can cause all these kind of things. Walking funny, stuff like that. Even like the way you walk can sometimes just be the attractive trigger, right? Like if you see a girl and she's walking on, she may not be a 10 or whatever, but she could just be walking in a way with confidence and
Yeah, I mean,
with
which
sexuality.
you had someone waddling around.
Well, I
like
think-
Donnie, bro. Like
I think
girls,
confidence.
girls get with Donnie, and that guy waddles all the time, right? So he's got to be doing
when
something.
you're on a computer system that lets you look at a million girls, I mean, there's got to be some people that are going to swipe.
Yeah, but
right,
you also
right?
have to understand the people that are like, if you're going back to the 90 day, those people are desperate, or they're trying to get in America.
or they're
That's-
just,
that's-
or they're
that's-
rich and they're just looking for somebody hot.
Yeah, well, there's some are older guys looking for someone hot, and I think for the most part, a lot of people just want to get to America.
Oh, fucking for sure. I
It's
don't know why y'all like that shit.
it's
Frankly, I want to get out of America.
it's hilarious. It's just really funny. Speaking of which, we just have been so stuck on a Marvel Star Wars kick lately, and I get it because that's all that's been pushed out lately within our realm, I guess, of what we all watch.
Earth Realm.
We haven't watched Peacemaker yet. Yeah,
That is true. We need to get into Peacemaker. I heard it's decent. Are they all out? Or is
I
it
have no idea.
I'll have to check.
I think so. I don't think it's a weekly thing like Sage does.
So I have to watch it. But yeah, well, so even so, if we get some more DC shit, that's great. But more so, I think we need to branch out. So I wanted you guys to bring to the table TV shows that you think we should watch that we could talk about, and movies that hopefully eventually we could watch together. We can make it a triple date.
Why do I need to watch the movie with you?
He always wants to fucking
Because movies make it a lot better. So
no.
If
He always
it's-
wants to have like a sleepover with us.
if it's
stuff
funny,
like that.
we've gone over the sleepover many times on here.
It's not happening.
Oh, one of these days. So
No.
it makes a lot of things more enjoyable. People laugh more. You'll know people at a stand-up club or
It depends on the movie, though. There are movies that
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
have to
watch
sit down and watch.
alone. Like, sure, I'm down to watch New Mutants together, but that's a bad movie. I'm not going to sit there and watch a bad movie by myself. That's not fun.
a lot of people. Hey, he watched it by himself. So
Did you enjoy it?
No. Not
Yeah, we did, because we watched it together, and it's a bad movie.
but a lot of comedy and stuff. I
We
know.
watched that with Tran.
Yeah, Trent came by and watched
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
But what I notice is if you're watching a stand-up, sometimes things aren't as funny. But if you're there, it's funnier because you're in an environment with people. The laughter is contagious, and
Yeah,
just
that's-
in the moment, it's different.
They've done studies on that. That's
So-
why, like, there's that laugh sign at, like, things. It's just the implication or the hint
So,
of laughter
when-
will cause people to
When
laugh.
you're in a group of like your friends at a theater or hanging out, and something funny happens, you're more likely to enjoy it more because of the presence with you.
Yeah.
So that's why I say we need to watch things together. Not saying watch something fucking depressing.
That's crazy you discovered that on your own.
Well, no, 'cause I don't.
hanging out with your friends.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Or,
usually ends
or
bad.
communal laughing causes you to laugh.
Then
on it.
why-
None of us have ever had a laugh at that.
Yeah,
Then
no.
why object to the fact that I don't watch something with you?
Because
Because
you made it seem
I'm
like
not gonna
we're gonna watch.
I'm not gonna watch a
everything.
bad thing by myself, so I'll watch a good thing with you because it'll make it more enjoyable. But I'm not necessarily gonna watch a good thing with you every single time.
Yeah,
Right? It's more enjoyable if I watch a bad thing. It's all about the relativeness of how good something is. If it's bad and you're watching with friends that makes it good, there's a huge gap of, oh my god, this movie's so much better. But if you're watching something good and watching with friends make it a little bit better, there's that relative amount of goodness that's there that you don't feel as much. You know?
I just,
And sometimes, like, Dune is more enjoyable if I watch it by myself. You know?
There would be certain
Yeah.
movies that I would prefer watching by myself than
Yeah.
watching with other people. Like
depressing movies. I mean,
no,
like
the,
enjoyable.
the last movie that I watched, because I haven't watched anything since Sunday night, Saturday night, was No Country for Old Men. That's not a movie I'm going to sit there and watch with you guys.
no, but it's not like a funny, exciting thriller
Exactly.
or
I mean,
anything. It's just
hence the reason why I said there are certain movies I
It's
would
kinda
watch by myself.
Are
depressing
you about
down.
to shit on No Country for Old Men?
no, but it's a
Okay.
depressed down
That
movie.
movie's fucking
Nah,
really
not
good.
really. It's
That movie's a thriller.
I love that movie. Yeah, it's a
That's
thriller.
a
It's
thriller.
a thriller.
It's a psychological thriller for sure, but it's definitely a
I mean, it
thriller.
took me about
Like Memento.
3 times to really fully get everything that was going on.
And-
Fucking watching that thing.
In Blockbuster, is it in the thriller section?
There's no blockbusters. Who cares?
There's one Blockbuster.
Yes, I guarantee
Yeah,
you. No, it'd
okay.
actually probably be in the critically acclaimed, and then it probably
They
wouldn't.
don't
be the
have
thriller.
critically acclaimed at Blockbuster.
They don't have
Blockbuster.
There's one Blockbuster left. You can't say
It
that.
doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, I can say
it's
that
not
they
part-
don't. They,
It's not part of
it
the
doesn't mean
blockbuster.
shit.
It's a privately owned business that pays the rights to use the blockbuster name. It's not
They're not- they're
a blockbuster.
not.
So if you pay the rights, you own Blockbuster.
No, you don't. They don't own Blockbuster. They pay the rights to use the name. It doesn't mean you own the thing. It's like renting a house. You don't own the house, even though you pay for the house. You don't own it.
So the people that buy the franchise of Jack in the Box, it's not Jack in the Box.
That's a franchise.
It's a franchise. They're
Infranchised. They have an overseer.
they are technically Jack in the Box. That's because their boss is Jack in the Box.
Yeah, they have an
Their
overseer.
boss is Jack in the Box.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't just do whatever they want willy nilly.
Have you seen that man? He's so buff.
Jack just walks in with his big ass head and tells him what to do. Damn, I'm
I'm
hungry.
saying something that's not true. Do something about it.
Any TV show you can recommend? I know you've been watching TV lately.
That was the last one that I watched that I actually got sucked into.
What is that even?
It's about a dude who kills people and has emotional issues, like psychological shit has gone on in
Wow.
his life, and then he just kills people.
Never heard that concept before.
I know, but it's the way it's shot. It's a narrate. He does all the narrate. I mean, it's just
Who
his character
directed it?
himself. I don't actually know, dude.
Okay.
I don't pay attention to this shit. I just watch a few episodes, and if I get sucked in, and go, "Oh, this actually is kind of."
Would you recommend people to watch it?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I have a problem though watching shows and watching TV, and even my girlfriend has stated that as well.
That she says what?
That I predict what's happening in shows and TV. And
Yeah,
shit
that's why
like
I
that.
don't watch things with Ernie.
Well,
With
that's-
Crystal in the room because Crystal's always like, "Shut up!" 'Cause I'm always
Yeah, like because
trying-
I'm like, oh, this is probably going to happen. I'm like, oh, this because she's seen
Well,
it multiple times. I'm
They're
like, so,
tropes.
and I'm like, so this is going to happen, and then she's like, no, like, oh, okay, so it does happen, and then all right, cool.
That's why it's funny when I watch like my sister's watching One Piece right now, and I'm all the way caught up.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch that because she's always like, she has no idea what's gonna happen. So I'm just like sitting there waiting for each revelation to get revealed. But yeah,
Well, I think
mean,
when it comes to tropes, I mean, things are going to happen in shows that are going to happen in every type of
And
story.
that's kind of why I stopped watching shit. Like, there's nothing really new that's going to be like, oh, that's exciting as far as like new. I'll watch, Boba when I actually get caught up on that, and
it's about the stuff
but it's about
outside
the
those
story and about there are certain other things that I can ignore
It's
those
the
tropes
dude
on.
from what is this Gossip Girl? I think he's the main character.
Oh, one of you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. I
Yeah, he's a
really
Gossip Girl.
I enjoy it. It's good.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Netflix and all them been going strong with their own shows.
Yeah.
What would you do for love? For a brilliant male bookstore manager who crosses paths with an inspiring female writer, the question is, put a put to the test, charming yet awkward crush becomes something even
What
more
are you talking?
sinister.
He's going through
Oh,
When
I
the
was-
writer
sounds like
when
a
the writer
hunch.
becomes the manager's obsession using social media and the internet, he uses every tool at his disposal to become close to. I thought I said chaos to become close to her, even going so far as to remove any obstacle, including people that stand in his way of getting to her.
Yeah.
So he never kills her though, at least, right?
that would be a spoiler.
That's
Watch the show.
that's a little crazy. It's got 91% of Rotten Tomatoes.
On what? Critics or audience or both?
Did you ever watch 13
Roughly.
Reasons Why?
No, but I heard it's good.
I heard that they
It
also
falls
had like,
apart like after like season.
didn't they have to
Three.
like take some like an episode out or something like that because
That show-
like,
okay,
Isn't it all about
I don't
suicide?
use
Yeah.
I don't use this word a lot. That show's problematic. It just like
Because it makes it like
demonstrates-
it's okay to be suicidal.
no, the problem is it demonstrates relationships in a weird way. Like the only gay relationships in the show are all abusive.
Mm.
It's like you can't have. There's no such thing as a like normal gay relationship, and just like the characters behave. And it's like no wonder everybody's killing themselves. All these people are the worst human beings possible. They're like the worst.
I mean,
It's a fictional universe. I can say it in Minecraft. Apparently on Twitch, you have to say if you say kill yourself, you have to say like in Minecraft. So it's like so the people don't the YouTube,
people don't catch on and
the
go
tw-
save you.
the Twitch algorithm doesn't think that that you're telling people to kill themselves.
Yeah.
In
The
Minecraft.
world record on that to beat that game is under 10 minutes.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do completely
It's
beat-
entirely random. That's the worst part about
Yeah.
it, though.
taking people thousands and thousands of hours to do that.
I had a buddy.
I don't get how you even have a game out of it.
There's a
My
place.
son just
There's a
plays
place called The
random
End.
things.
hmm Oh, there is an ending to the game.
Then there's an app. Plus, there's a bunch of other stuff you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There-
I
there-
see the other stuff. I guess I don't
Yeah.
see the.
Well,
Well,
your
'cause-
son's not creative a lot, as far as I see.
Yeah.
Which allows you to be creative.
Anyways,
It's like the Fortnite mode. I
yeah,
can't believe Minecraft ripped off Fortnite with creative mode.
Yeah.
I think there's creative mode in everything.
Yeah, Minecraft stopped ripping off Fortnite.
Infinity, like I said,
Well, if you're,
Disney
talking, if
Infinity.
you're talking like the sub-genre games, maybe. But I do know that there's always been adventure maps and other kind of game modes in Minecraft forever.
You know, Lucas, I'm lying.
Uh,
Literally, Minecraft's first mode was only creative.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I was telling your girlfriend that I go, can you get Lucas to start watching Cobra Kai? Because I got
Yeah,
it.
her parents say that it's really good.
I have
It's
no
fucking
interest
amazing.
in that.
It's so fucking good.
I'll watch it.
It's
Sure.
you don't really have to know a lot about the Karate Kid movies, but it's dope how much they bring in.
Is Jaden Smith in there?
No, how much they bring
I
in.
thought he was Karate Kid.
No, how much they bring in. We ignore that from the first three.
Well, who is the Karate Kid?
The Karate Kid's LaRusso, dog.
Ralph Macchio.
Sure.
Gotta say his name. You gotta put some respect on it. He's an actor.
LaRusso in it, but it's really cool to see Johnny's life, and it's basically on Johnny more than Daniel, and he's just a fucking loser. It's just good though because he's such an asshole loser, and he's such a great character. But it's just about him finally, like, he has no fucking money, but I forgot what he does. He asked like his rich ass family that he was like the bully in the movies, but now he's just kicked out of the family basically, and poor as fuck. I think he gets money from them, and he opens up Cobra Kai. He's gonna start it all over, and he does try to make it like the evil Cobra
What's
Kai.
appealing about it?
The storytelling, the acting, it's just really good. I would say nostalgia, but I never really watched Karate Kid that much, any of them that much. I've probably seen them a couple times, but it is just a really good story, and it's very tense because it's like their kids get involved so much. Like, you end up finding his son comes back around, and the son likes Daniel's daughter, and then another kid's involved that's like his protege, the bad guy or Johnny's protege, and the protege likes the girl, and it's like all kinds of drama while the adults are dealing with their drama of Daniel LaRusso's now kind of a prick. He got the girl, he's ahead of this car dealership now, and he's like, yeah, I knocked this guy out, and the big joke always was in real life that was a legal kick he did, the crane kick. And then Johnny's like, that shit was illegal, right? Like, it's funny, but a lot of the stuff they talk about on there, it does sometimes reflect back to the older ones. But the story, I think, is just really good. And the kids go too far a lot. You're getting trained to be fucking killing machines basically by Cobra Kai. And like one episode, I think kid fucking like his back breaks or some shit, and it's just nuts. And that's why it's like it gets to like this rivalry, but then it's just crazy. Like Johnny's old, if you watch his old coach that was horrible to them, he comes in and like, you running Cobra Kai, like you're making them pussies basically. Once
Isn't that the guys like commercials? I think there's like some I swear to God, there's like this insurance brand, and that guy, that old dude, is like running a gym, and he's using that insurance brand.
maybe
It was just weird, and I was like, "Is this part of the show? Is this
But
not?
he-
Like what?"
he once they Johnny's going soft kind of where he's getting more of a heart. He shows back up like Cobra Kai, like show no mercy basically, and he makes all the kids pricks again. And it's just fucking good. It's a good fucking show. Like anyone I know that has watched it fucking loves it, but I just haven't caught up to this last season. My wife keeps bugging me because the next season's starting. And they're bringing back the villain from the third one. It's crazy because even the people in the Japan number 2,
Yeah,
I don't even need to watch.
you don't
this
even know who
show
the villains
It
are.
don't
though.
matter.
You don't watch.
I don't
You
even need
don't
to watch.
I got the information I needed.
You don't watch the.
I got
old
the
movies.
information I needed. It's fine. You good. You good.
But I started Castlevania. I told Declan.
That'll be my first thing.
It's actually like fucking.
So all right. So
pretty good.
here's a way to probably get you to watch shit.
Tell your girlfriend to make you watch it. Yeah, I told her. That's why I told her.
Like we can get a list together and just.
And she already told me that her parents. I thought how she said it was he's watching with my parents right now, but I think I got it that she was saying that her parents were watching and was saying that you guys should watch it or whatever.
Yes.
But
What did you get Castlevania?
like I told you,
Are you through season 1 yet or no? Yet?
no. I've been trying to watch it alone because Crystal's not going to want to watch
Are
it.
you actually watching or is it background noise?
Both and both. But most of the time, I'm listening to it again, like a multitask. I'm listening, but once shit gets kind of intense, and I'm really like, wait, what the fuck? And then I'll start like really paying attention to it. Like I told Declan, it's really hard to see a good and bad guy.
Why? You're making a face.
He just woke up.
That's true.
I told him that it's really hard to find the balance of who you're rooting for in it. Because again, all I know from Castlevania is yes, I played the game as a kid, and I told him one of my favorite games ever was the 64 version, which I heard is the worst one. And that's about my memory of Castlevania. I know the main character, I played him in Nintendo. He has a whip. You fight Dracula. That's about it. There wasn't very much deep story into it, when you play those games.
There are though. Even in the original game, that whole whole sequence at the beginning of the show with Dracula and his wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is that's the original story told in like the original Castlevania game.
In the Nintendo one?
Yeah, this is like
Oh,
if you because back you guys
See,
know,
like,
you guys know better than me. Back in the day, you got fucking manuals with your games, right?
Yes.
They tell you all the story.
Yeah, there
all
is
the
a story
background.
for all those older games. Every single game has a story.
Mhm.
Doom had a story. There was a storyline of fucking Doom.
Rip
Well, anyways,
and tear.
even
I
with
like that storyline. Love the lore.
even with that opening, I'm like, wait, I kind of feel bad for Dracula. Like, are we with Dracula? I thought we're fighting Dracula.
That's what's good about those shows, though.
I
You
agree.
root for everyone.
It's kind of like
Tepish was his name. Vlad Tepish is Dracula's real name.
so at the point where I'm at right now, it's really good. It's well, I want to say well acted, but it's
It's well voice acted.
well voice acted where it doesn't feel blah at times. Like He-Man, I liked a lot. That's what I kept comparing it to.
It's the same animation studio.
Is it? I
It's-
kept comparing it to He-Man, but I think
It's
He-Man
way better than He-Man.
He-Man was okay. I appreciate it more than like the nostalgia dudes that were like mad about it. But this I think is a little bit up there just because I feel like the acting and the story's more intense, I guess. But it's just nuts. Like there's no pulling back. It's kind of like Hitmonkey. Very, very bloody. Hitmonkey's actually
Very bloody.
Hitmonkey's actually pretty up there next to Invincible, but Invincible, I don't know. It's hard to compare the two. I haven't finished Hitmonkey, so I don't know how bad it can get, but Invincible's pretty fucking bad. But yeah, Dracula, I've only seen a little bit too, because I've been trying to throw it in when I have like time to sit there, and I'll maybe work on a thumbnail. And thumbnails, I just kind of can do it while I'm listening to stuff because all I'm doing is taking backgrounds out, moving stuff, writing things down. So anytime I'm trying to do that, I go into the room and watch it because Logan's playing fucking Fortnite, Overwatch, whatever, yelling, talking to his friends. So I'm like, I'm just gonna watch it in the room. So whenever I get downtime with that, that's when I've been watching it. But I think it's not like I'm gonna stop watching. I think I'm gonna continue to watch it. I just don't know where it's going because it seems like Dracula is like, you got so much time to leave, and then I'm gonna fucking kill everybody. It's like, why even give them time to leave? Just kill them.
Because
He's merciful,
he has sympathy for humans.
and then
Even
like,
in his worst possible state, he has sympathy for humans because his wife's a human, his son's half human. You know, Dracula is definitely the most nuanced character in that whole first season, and probably the whole show. Aside from like the three main characters, but
and is he chained up? I couldn't notice with the church. Do they have him chained up, or is he just sitting with them like he's part of that church?
who?
Dracula.
You mean the current timeline?
Yes.
The current timeline should just be in his castle,
Okay.
assembling all the other vampires from all over the world.
Okay.
Like
Because
there
there
should be like the
that
Japanese
weird church
vampire
that
and the Viking guy.
the weird church people.
They say fuck a lot too.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Which is what the Witcher does too. Which is something you also have to watch.
You ever watched The Witcher?
Well, why don't you both have seen it?
Yeah.
I've started watching it.
Watch season 2? No, you haven't seen season
Here's
2's way better.
here's my thing.
Fuck.
I don't like how Henry Cavill looks, and it really throws me off. He looks very cosplay, and it really bugs me. Like
He looks much better in season 2.
in the wig and all that, and
He
it
looks much
throws
better
me
in
off.
season
Where I'm like, this
more
looks.
money.
Well, they probably better.
No, he takes because the armor design in season 1 is really bad.
It is.
Well,
He looks like a box.
fill me in here on The Witcher because I don't know what it's about. Or
Excuse me, I don't know what it's about. I never played any games.
James, I don't know. He's just he's known as a Witcher.
Okay.
He hunts monsters, bounties, and stuff like that. He's
what's with the
technically
coins and the?
Okay, so
Yeah.
The Witcher is a child that got abducted by a witch, fed a bunch of these chemicals, and turned into a monster hunter. He's essentially a mutant. So humans don't like him, monsters don't like him. Nobody
No,
likes
no one likes
witchers.
him.
But
That's why he likes to be lonely.
there are a group of
Or
them,
lonely.
and yeah, they hunt monsters, right? And for the most part, he's just doing that.
So you haven't watched it?
I have.
So that you.
I haven't played the games or read the books.
The-
But you know the story. You know about the lore of the show, though.
I
The lore
know
of the show.
very surface level stuff, even about some of the games. I know very surface level stuff because it's deep. But basically, he's just doing that whole hunting thing and going around. That's what toss a coin for your witchers. There's a bard that follows him for a while that becomes his friend who shows him the video games and all that stuff. And he sings a song about Geralt, and that's what makes Geralt so famous. And he's known as the White Wolf and all this stuff.
He's the Witcher's the White Wolf.
Yes.
Okay.
And basically, in the first season, I don't want to spoil too much, but the first season is a 3 branching storylines. Basically, it's about 3 different characters about Geralt.
Gimli.
No, I want to say Geralt, like the guy from Magic, but
Mhm.
it's Geralt, Yennefer, and Ciri.
What happened? The good names like Harold.
English.
This is
Her name's
That's
Jennifer.
That's from Harold and
But
Kumar.
it's pronounced Yennefer. No, wait, it's with a Y. I think. But
Did you have to do that with your fingers?
it's W anyway.
yeah.
I was gonna kick a field goal.
You have it upside down for me when you should flip it up for
I was
Wumbo.
gonna kick a football, little paper football.
And basically, it's all about his whole world gets flipped upside down
Now,
when he meets this girl.
again,
And it's like
good,
it's like a
good guy, bad guy in the middle.
Anti-hero, I
anti-hero.
guess.
He's not really aligned with
He-
any
he-
nation or
he
group.
does
Like, he's a
what he
good
wants.
guy.
But why does he need to keep killing monsters? Who's telling him this? Is
He gets
people
paid for
paying
it.
him
This
for
is
it?
how.
Yeah.
But this is also like
This is
this
the
is
way.
their job. Yeah, this is their way. This is their job. Like this is the reason for the Witchers to.
To be honest, that
exist.
sounds like fucking really interesting. I kind of want to watch it.
It is. I would have to.
How much have you watched of it?
I think I've watched 5 episodes.
We're gonna
of
meet
that
up every
fucking
Sunday for Bible study, and we'll watch an episode
I'll ask
after
you
Bible.
how far through Castlevania, and then we'll ask both of you how far you guys through The Witcher.
Because it seems like lately he has more downtime to just cuddle and put on a flick, so you guys can watch things.
Yeah, The Witcher's really good. And
So you've gone through second season 2?
I'm all like season. I watched.
Is there going to be a third
I watched
season?
season 2 in one night, and yes, there is.
How many episodes?
I think 12.
See, for
Or
new
maybe an
things,
MSH.
for new things, I want to watch 6 episodes and be done. Things I watch, I want Mandalorian to be like 50 episodes.
Yeah, but those have more budget. Like, The Witcher's got a huge budget, but that is way more of it.
Yeah, big way.
Have you guys had
Do you know how much Beskar runs for, Ernie?
a lot?
And they're getting the real thing.
Oh, do you have notes?
I did have notes.
What's that
but-
top one?
Oh, whenever I type on top, it just goes bigger.
I thought it said Attack on Titan. I was like, I gotta watch.
Oh, Shingeki no Kyojin?
I don't know if I can do that.
Don't. You cannot.
It's
You should not watch
you
Attack
shouldn't
on
watch it. It's I was
Just
I
let
was
everyone.
actually
I'm
a little-
depressed. Like I deal with
I
depression.
was a little surprised on how
Spoilers, maybe.
some of that shit.
Hey,
Was.
did you see
Like, that's
the,
the only
did you
way
see
I
the
can say it.
Crunchyroll?
Hold on,
The
everyone, close their ears real quick. Spoilers, just in case. The main character just gets eaten, right?
Okay. No.
I saw a meme. It's like they're not gonna kill the main character, and it shows him get eaten.
And then he turns into one of those things. So,
Well,
dude,
No,
there's
funny
like
'cause
so many
that's
layers.
Like, that's like early
Attack on
on
Titan.
too.
is it?
There's
oh yeah,
so
that's
many
like
layers to
there's
Attack on
so
Titan.
much shit going on. It's great.
But did you see the Crunchyroll 2021 anime voting? It was like best protagonist of the year, Eren
Yeah,
Yeager.
and best
Best antagonist of the year, Eren Yeager.
Yeah,
Why is that?
because
No,
it's
I-
true.
Oh, because he turns bad.
It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of
technically
stuff
no.
that happens in the last season.
Technically yes, and technically no.
He basically works for a piece of shit. It's just all the characters in that show are outside of maybe like Levi and Mikasa and maybe Armin are all kind of morally reprehensible, but they're not to the point where it's kind of like makes them. I have a lot of issues with Attack on Titan.
And what are they? They all have jackets with the same emblems and shit. Are they
They're
in a
Titan
school?
hunters.
Yeah,
They're in an
scouts.
army. They're basically child soldiers.
Yeah, they're scouts. They're known as scouts.
They're trapped behind walls. There's a bunch of these giant humanoid things that like to eat humans that are outside the walls. Eventually, the third
I mean, I
wall
know what
gets
everything looks
broken.
like and
and
stuff, I just-
break. But you don't. The
No,
thing is,
I-
once
I-
it hits season 3,
At my old
It-
shop,
even
we had a
all the
plant.
seasons.
once I
Like,
get
there's
once
so
I get to
much
the
shit.
basement is when I dropped off because that's when shit just gets like.
It's crazy.
I had it on at the old.
It's a little everywhere. A lot.
I like the political drama before that. Like Irvin's my favorite character because I like his. He reminds me of Roy Mustang and like an ascension to power. Like he's the guy I want to put like my backing behind.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a genuinely good leader and stuff like that. They kill him, of course, but then they give Levi his moment. But yeah, spoilers for Attack on Titan. Irvin fucking dies.
But I was saying that the old shop, I remember we had it on the TV just for people to watch. And then Will was like one of our customers. Was like, you can't have this on TV.
No,
Because Logan was like around too. He's
Yeah.
like, you're not gonna want. I was like, all right, I bought it.
it's very fucked up to a certain degree.
If you could watch an anime, if I could get you to watch an anime, Ernie, I would highly recommend you watch either Cowboy Bebop or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Not
Those are the series
don't
that, like,
watch the initial
get
Full
every-
Brotherhood.
Not JoJo?
You have to watch Brotherhood.
No, you're not ready for JoJo's.
no, why not?
You just aren't.
Why?
JoJo's one of the most divisive animes of all time because there's a bunch of people out there that hate it and there's a bunch of people that like it way too much. JoJo is a masterwork in the creative space it plays with, but you can't
Well,
take
I
it
think-
too serious.
The only thing I liked that you said was, didn't most characters are based off other things?
So at a certain point, all the characters' powers or names or different aspects of the show are all named after bands.
So that
And like characters are designed, like one of the main JoJo's is specifically designed to look like Prince. And that album cover,
Of course,
Prince is in that like V-neck jacket with his hair. And
there's a comic that dealt with like everybody and their generic versions of all these pop
I
stars.
really wanted to say Del.
I know, because he said deal.
Fucking you guys.
So I didn't.
Anyone
correct
out there,
earlier,
you give me
I
a
just
grammar
ignored it.
test. I'll fail. Okay. What was the other one I was gonna say? But there was a comic though that
Also,
they,
don't watch
Oh.
My Hero.
I don't know. Everyone went to me for
No,
that one.
no.
One Piece.
Oh, you know what? It's bad. My Hero's bad, and take it from somebody who reads it on a weekly basis.
My hero.
It's
My
bad.
Hero Academia. It's
Read Vigilantes, you cowards.
I'm not a big fan. I try watching that, and I just
There's a spin-off series that I hope is going to get an anime, and it'll be much better.
There's a lot of good animes out there.
What's like your favorite anime?
Oh, favorite anime. It would
I was
have
just
to,
gonna say,
it
I
would,
was
it
asking
would
about
have to
One
be One Piece, but I don't watch that.
My
fully.
brother said-
I read that shit every week.
My brother said I would really like One Piece.
There would be things that you would have to get over, but I think you would. But I think everybody would like One Piece if they watched it. The problem
Now,
is
is it an
it's fucking
ongoing?
long.
Is it an ongoing cartoon right now, or is it just?
It's a weekly cartoon, which is great for people who hate not having content.
What is done anime wise?
Done?
Like their series
Plenty
are
of
over.
things are done. Cowboy Bebop's done. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood's
You see,
done.
Cowboy Bebop just like bombed, and I
Yeah.
guess they're not doing a sequel.
They're doing a live action One Piece.
Oh, have they showed the cast at all?
Yeah, it's multicultural because each of the cast, the writer specifically made each of the main crew members based on different places around the world. So the main character is based on Brazil, the swordsman, the crew's in Japan. There's a cyborg guy who is based in America. There's like a musician skeleton who's based in Austria and all this kind of stuff. So they're all like a multicultural cast.
What is Nami?
She's Swedish.
Okay.
And Robin is French. Chopper is Iceland, I think.
I have no idea who these people are. But
Usopp's Africa.
That's fine.
Usopp's,
all I know is I bought the hot.
Usopp's black.
All I
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
if you're talking about One Piece, all I know is that there's a really hot girl that's like
There are
There's-
there are
that-
three.
that
There are
is three.
four.
long hair
Well,
brunette.
So
in a
all
purple
of One
dress.
Piece women fall into two categories. They either have enormous ass and tits and skinny as fuck, or they're the ugliest thing you've literally ever seen in
Well,
your
No,
entire
I would
life.
say there's a third one where there's the generic
Well,
background character.
But
woman.
even they are buxom and have like a.
these girls are new
Great
to the ladder.
takeaway.
She has long black hair and a purple dress. I bought it for my.
Is it the yeah?
I bought
That's
it.
Boa Hancock. She's the most beautiful woman in the world.
I bought that from. I bought him. My
They
brother.
all want Luffy's dick.
My brother.
She
Multiple
lean-
things,
so
but I
the best
bought him
part
that model.
The best part about her character is she leans backwards and points, so she can always look down on you. Because she's like all full of herself.
She sounds hot.
She,
Oh.
It's a good show. Should watch it.
So you know all the actors who are playing them already?
No, I don't know who they are. They're not like big name people.
So I'm just gonna go throw out something else. Have you guys heard of Pin 15?
Penis?
Yeah, have you heard of Pin 15?
Yeah, I heard you and Donnie.
Donnie, yeah. I watched it before I even knew Donnie was watching it, but it's so.
You guys were
fucking
talking about it
good.
and explaining it, and I had no idea what was going on. So
It's-
don't. I will watch it. Just don't tell me what it's about.
You don't want to know what it's
I
about?
don't want to know what it's about.
Pen 15.
You can
Yeah.
tell him if I can go take a bathroom break real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So it's weird. So like it's like these 20-year-old actresses or so. They're probably like 30s. They are 30s actually, but they're playing 16-year-old people, right? But the whole cat are like 14, 13. The whole cast are 13, 14-year-old kids. But it's about them going through life and the changes in their. It's normally what you would go through. Girls would go through at that age, but it's funny because these 30-year-old girls are playing these roles in it, and it's very awkward. Like when the one girl's Asian, and it's like her family. First day of school is the first episode. They put a bowl in her head and cut her hair like that, so she has this horrible haircut. And a lot of things that happen, they over exaggerate really bad, and it shows it. Like when she first is like playing with like dolls and shit, and then she thinks about like fucking, and then it goes to her pussy, and it's you can see kind of an outline, and she's like just again it's the older girl, and it's throbbing like bad, but it's hilarious because this is the over exaggerating what young people feel like when they're going through these things, but it's funny because the fact that they're 30-year-olds being like 13-year-olds and stuff.
When I was in like middle school, there would always be this movie that would pop
Did your
up.
vagina throb?
There would always be this movie, and for whatever reason, it reminds me of that just because of how they shot it. It's called The Guide to Boys and Girls Getting Down. It's a very it talks about going out, talks about drugs and all the drugs that what they do to you like that, and it's very, very interesting. I'll say try to find that and try to watch it because it's very comical with how they
Is
do
it real though? Like it's supposed to not be funny?
No, I think they are making it.
What is it called?
I think it's called The Guide of Boys and Girls Getting Down.
That just sounds like a dumbass name.
It does sound.
It is.
Well, anyway, so check out like at least the first few episodes and tell me what you think. Because Donnie, Donnie was bitching at me to Haircut Finish. He said the last episode was crazy, and I go, I don't get how it could be crazy. He's like, it'll blow your mind. Just you got to watch it. And I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Because I know someone's going through a divorce or their family's going through a divorce or something, but nothing crazy.
Why are you telling him shit?
It's not a big spoiler.
I don't know
That's
He
anything
doesn't want to know
about it.
anything about it.
I don't want to know anything. The Guide to Boys and Girls.
Getting down.
Getting down, I believe.
Why don't you tell me, should I watch Lucifer?
Yes.
What's it about?
The Netflix show?
It wasn't.
It
always
wasn't
Netflix.
Netflix at first.
It was on CW,
Yeah.
and then they moved it to Netflix. But it's good.
Satan with a cell phone.
Yeah, it's about
But it's weird because it's DC, right? It's connected. Yeah, it's connected to DC.
if you count
Lucifer-
the Arrowverse as part of canon, then yes,
Not for a long time.
Lucifer shows up in the Arrowverse.
The only thing I recognize is Keanu Shazam.
Real quick, hold on. I want the Guide to Boys and Girls Getting Down. Watch on YouTube. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I've never seen 100%.
Fucking watch it.
How many reviews?
I don't know. Hold on. Playing the instructional video format, the Boys and Girls Guide to Getting Down tells you everything you need to know. How a successful night of partying in Los Angeles taking place over a course of a single night. So it's actually a movie?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's done as an instructional video.
I have to watch this.
You have to.
I would advise you to watch it too.
I have to watch this.
It's
Um,
actually it's entertaining.
Because that might be a good thing for us to touch upon. Real quick, I'm gonna cut.
Oh yeah, Ernie. You should watch Road Eldorado.
Whoa!
I've never seen Road Eldorado.
It's got an Elton John fucking soundtrack.
Watch Road to Eldorado.
I'll watch
You having a
it.
kid? Have you seen Sing?
Yeah,
Sings bad.
Sing's hella good. I like.
hella good.
Sings hella bad. Fuck you. Fuck
I
both
lo-
of you.
I lo-
I haven't
Sing,
seen number
dude.
2 yet, and now I hella want
If
to.
you guys have bought into
Dude,
corporate
okay,
overlords,
okay,
you fucking
listen,
chills.
listen.
I'm a music whore. I
Yeah,
love
but not
music.
all of it's good music.
I love music.
And half the time they're
Yeah.
just using old songs you remember just to get you to fucking watch the fucking movie.
But you
But the
could-
movie's plot's not
Songs
one.
are
Yeah, but it's also how they sing it. Like those are actual legitimate people singing the fucking songs.
real quick. Just throw. Hold on. Just throw it out.
I'm a purist.
We're gonna get back to arguing about that. Lucifer. It started in Sandman Vertigo comic, and then when DC
Aren't we getting that?
Sandman, I don't know.
I believe we're getting a Sandman Netflix show. 'Cause
I think they were
Miller
trying
World,
to.
Right?
I don't know. It's
That's
all
a Miller.
confusing.
That's a Mark Millar thing.
No, it's Neil Gaiman.
You know, Gaiman. Who am I
He-
thinking of?
He was in. So Lucifer was a character in Sandman for a while. Then when DC absorbed Vertigo, they took Constantine and all that in. Lucifer was a DC character now.
Lucifer's Satan, bro.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know how they do it because there's Mephisto and there's also like other things in Marvel. But, anyways, Sing, even if it's like it's interpretation of what you like in music. A lot of music he may not like, I may like. I like poppy shit sometimes. They get stuck in my head, they're catchy, whatever. The movie is just kind of cool. And that guy does not sound like Matthew McConaughey. I don't care what anyone says. That's the first time I've ever heard Matthew McConaughey, the koala,
Koala.
not used as
The
twin.
mouse is
Is Seth MacFarlane,
McFarlane.
and he does the
He sings.
Sinatra because he's all obsessed with that shit. But I told my wife that is not Matthew McConaughey. He's not like, all right, we're gonna go over here.
Yeah,
He's
man,
like,
voice
guys,
acting.
let's. But he's never talked like that in a movie.
How do you know?
I've watched a lot of fucking Matthew McConaughey movies.
All right, then name every Matthew McConaughey movie.
I don't
Let's go. My girlfriends of past goes.
Nope,
Was
it's
it
already
called?
over.
Is it?
I don't think he was in that.
Yeah, he was. I just saw it on my account thing. It was
The
up there.
Ghost of, oh no,
Ghost of
you're
Girlfriend's
right. Yeah,
Past.
'cause he's the
Fool's
main
Gold. Fool's Gold.
Thanks for the pop.
I know. Fool's Gold. What's the movie about? I killed them and they deserve to die. When he was a lawyer, it was about the black people getting killed, and Samuel Jackson was an old dude and he killed them back.
To be honest with you, I've seen a lot of Matthew McConaughey movies now that I think about it.
Oh, really? All right.
Was he in
Wolf of
like-
Wall Street.
He's in the Christopher Nolan movie, right? The one when he
Interstellar?
goes to yeah,
Yeah.
it's Interstellar. Right?
He
goes into space.
That dating movie.
He's in a lot of dating movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's in hella dating movies.
All right.
The
Fucking
Chick from Sex and the City is in it. Where he lives with his parents' house.
no.
Failure to Launch. Yeah.
Yep. I remember that.
I like romantic movies.
Oh.
I know.
Well, February is coming up. We're gonna have to talk about that.
February.
February. Why am I? Dazed and Confused. That's like a great movie, and he's the old ass dude that keeps hanging out.
He's in what should we call it?
What I like is I
Tropic
keep
Thunder?
getting older. I was gonna say that they keep getting older, and I stay the
That's
same
the
age.
high school girls.
Oh, he was what's that detective show he was on? HBO?
Oh, True Detective.
True Detective. Oh god.
Yeah, he gets that. He goes acting, but again, same
Yeah.
voice. I've never heard that. All right, guys, kind of voice. But anyways,
That's a good show.
Sing was good. Lucifer. So should I watch it?
Yeah. Watch it.
How many seasons is
I have
it?
no idea. I don't
You
remember.
sweat through it all.
Yeah, but you think I remember that?
You
I got
know
short
how
memory,
long
bro.
you watched it though?
Hours.
Because I think at least was
and
3
hours.
seasons, and then
I think there's like 6.
then it went to Netflix. I
I think
think
there's
after
6 or
that.
7 seasons. I don't know. Could be wrong.
Do you want some anime recommendations
Of
specifically? Alright. Make sure I can pull them out.
Since we haven't actually got your input yet on any recommendations.
Well, he
minus
went.
the big ones.
He went.
I was up his ass for the last 15
he's
episodes
always
about
talked about Castlevania. So
don't watch fucking what's it called? Son of Zeus. That show sucks. Don't watch Inside Job.
Inside Job.
movie.
It's a TV show. It's like a anime TV show. It's like a comedy TV show, but it's about like the government and stuff like that. It's like working for the government. Like lizard people actually exist and like all this crazy. Why is it not showing up my fucking?
You ever seen Miracle Workers?
Oh, you gotta watch Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I started that.
I think Umbrella Academy is hell and Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, I think, is something we all have to watch. Have you watched all of Stranger Things?
I've watched all of Stranger
Yeah, I gotta
Things.
watch that.
You gotta watch. Have you watched?
Everyone tells me I like it because it's in the 80s, but
You will like it. I mean, you gotta watch it. I mean,
I think that's
I
on
think-
my list.
I like anything
I
with
think-
kids. Like,
I think you like
Running amok.
Umbrella Academy more.
really, I
I
started it.
almost liked Umbrella Academy more because I feel that, especially season 2 of Stranger Things, relies on the nostalgia too much. But
It's just
Stranger
so
Things
much. So much.
it perfects the branching plot lines that all come together at the end. Like it's mastered that, and it does. Stranger Things does a great job of just pairing characters up that you didn't expect.
Yeah,
like in
like
season
the little
2,
chubby kid,
and the
dude.
guy where it's
Yeah.
that's like one of the best
All the clips
relationships.
I've
'cause it's all
seen, they're like hella homies. And like,
because it's like the older guys like trying to help him get bitches and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and be like,
and I always see the
all
clip
good,
of him singing "Never Ending Story" with that girl,
he sings the whole fucking song.
with her,
The
so she'll
whole
help
song
him
is like-
get like.
There's
the-
one more show you gotta watch. Futurama.
I don't even know how after I would watch it, we would even be able to go back
No,
and talk
no,
about it.
I
There's
don't
so
care.
much.
It's just there's so many references that him and I have done, or that at least I do, that you don't fucking
It
understand.
just sucks because I don't really fall into the Simpsons,
Also, you gotta-
even though I know it's not Simpsons, but it's the same creator.
You gotta watch SpongeBob.
What?
You gotta watch SpongeBob.
I don't watch.
Careful,
I was after SpongeBob, man.
That's fine. I mean,
But don't get me wrong. There's a lot of cartoons I watch and stuff. Anyways, but
because
will make you
old SpongeBob is fucking.
dude, I told you when I was in the
stupid. It's
hospital
great.
and my back wound was so bad. I told you they were trying to make me learn how to sit again, and they strapped me into the chair so I couldn't fall over because how bad the pain was. I complained. Finally, I got surgery on it, but I'm leaning forward and I'm sweating bullets, right? So I'm like leaning forward and I'm like, luckily they left my dinner tray, so I was like this, and the bed was over here. And I kept telling them, all I want to do is just fall over on the bed. Just put me back on the bed. Nope, they left me. So I'm sweating. Crystal's supposed to come visit me. This is the first time I'd ever see her in months. So I'm not feeling great, but I'm looking forward to her, but I'm not looking good. And I look up, that day I watched Coco, what Maui, what's The Rock, Moana,
Moana.
and
One of my favorites.
they were on, and then I told them when they were picking me up, I'm like, oh man, you guys are messing up my Moana, and they're just laughing, making jokes. Now I'm fucking dying. I look up SpongeBob the movie's on, and I swear to God, it did not help because now I have that
Which
feel.
SpongeBob movie?
The newest movie.
One with Keanu Reeves?
Yes.
Not the one with David Hasselhoff?
No,
You gotta watch.
So-
you seen the Hasselhoff one?
no, I don't
Gotta
know.
watch it. You gotta watch the original.
So I have-
the end
Now that
song
we're
is
men,
fucking great.
We
So I-
can do it.
so I
He's
have
sitting
a-
there shredding on a guitar, fucking people up.
I have association with that pain and this acid trip that looked like that was that movie that Donnie had us watch.
Fear and Loathing.
It felt like Fear and Loathing.
Love that movie.
And I kept on going like, oh, I'm in pain. And I look up, and then it was them back in the car driving, and then Keanu Reeves kept popping up. I thought he had like a small cameo. He comes back so many times. I just wanted to blow my
There's
brains
literally
out
a
on
whole
Minecraft.
There's literally a whole scene where every single voice actor, like named voice actor for SpongeBob, shows up, but they're actors playing themselves.
Oh, really?
So it's like they're doing like a tour of the human world. So they do a tour of a burger place, and it's Mr. Krabs, voiced by Clancy
yeah.
Clancy Brown, right? What's his name?
I think you got it right.
And then there's the guy who voices Squidward's at the registers. The guy who
And
voices
that's in that
SpongeBob.
movie?
Yeah, it should be in that movie. The guy who voices SpongeBob's like in the back making thing, and what's crazy with SpongeBob. What's crazy to me is first off the guy does SpongeBob voice actor. He's the narrator. He plays the hand or
he's
whatever.
he's been
everything.
He does everything.
But especially in those early seasons, they just drop celebrity cameos in there. Like it's like the guy from Full Metal Jacket plays a shark who's like the substitute boating teacher, and he's all military. And Betty White shows up. I think Betty White plays his grandma.
Does she?
I think Betty White plays SpongeBob.
I've seen SpongeBob, the grandma,
the cookie one,
the ad lib YouTube one. SpongeBob. It's like a.
Oh yeah.
It was a famous meme YouTube video a long time ago. Grandma's Kisses, I think it was called.
Kisses.
Yeah, that was like a popular thing a long time ago. But yeah, so the only thing I've affiliated with that movie was being in a lot of pain and thinking this looks like an acid trip.
It is.
Is it based off of kind of like Fear and Loathing?
No, the SpongeBob's just weird.
Because they keep appearing in a car and they look like they're wearing like the glasses and shit and all that.
They're in the burger mobile or whatever.
Oh, dude,
they're driving across the country.
SpongeBob will throw out references like a motherfucker. It's just so fucking hidden.
The scene that always kills me, they get trapped on an island, there's a surfer there, and his name's Johnny Depp, and the bit is he's holding the surfboard, and he walks out, and the surfboard just keeps going and going and going, and then you finally see him on the wave, and it's just a giant fucking surfboard.
Jesus Christ.
It's just like, what's up, Sponge Man? Oh, it's so funny.
Dude, Fear and Loathing, we watched that all together with Donnie. That was Donnie's birthday present. I'm like, fine, we'll watch it.
Trip.
I love that movie so
It makes no
much.
fucking sense.
Hunter S. Thompson doesn't make
But that's what I think the movie's about. So it's not, they're fucking crazy and high. And I didn't really enjoy it as this is a great film. It was just like, I don't need to watch it ever again. Like, and I watch movies over and over. But it just was like, it was decent for what it was, but it was just fucking out there. There was no storyline to follow. It's just them going to one acid trip to another acid trip.
There's a storyline. He was going there to take pictures of the actual motocross thing.
The point is,
but
Hunter S. Thompson's a psychopath, so he does not care. Like, literally, I was watching this thing with my dad, specifically about the year 1971, which is like the year Vietnam started. But that's when that article was written. That's when that book was written. And that book is just about Hunter S. Thompson. And the guys who used to work at Rolling Stone was like, yeah, every time he asked Hunter to write something, he just wrote it about himself. And it's just like they show a clip of him sitting in a chair waiting for an interview or the thing to start, and he's got his fucking whiskey. It's catches up right already goes, and then the thing starts. You see him kind of and then he's pouring something down here. And he pulls up a glass of whiskey, and then he just starts smoking a cigarette. The worst thing is
How old did he live to?
You watch him smoke a cigarette, right? The motherfucker doesn't breathe it out. He chews on it. And then you'll never see the smoke come out of his nose or mouth or anything. And I'm like, where? I'm like, Hunter, where does the smoke go?
How old did he live?
Don't think super duper long.
But I just think he did, that movie alone. I'm sure it's a movie that shows.
Yeah, but some people do drugs like that and don't die till the age of 100.
I was watching this, going back to the whole smoking thing. I was watching this YouTube video of a veteran from Vietnam talk about a story. He had a lit cigarette. He didn't inhale that once. That's how you know a story's fucking deep, is when he lights a cigarette, takes one drag, and you literally just see it burn the whole fucking way. And it didn't go out, it just burned.
I've never watched, this is just to throw it out there, because it was weird. And I love Tarantino, but it felt really different, because
he died at 68.
That's still pretty long for all those drugs. Mm-hmm. Tarantino, what I pride him in is making these iconic characters and stuff. So what I didn't like about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is they use so many real people, But last night, Donnie was over.
Your girlfriend?
My girlfriend, Donnie. Mm-hmm. And he's he can't stand commercials. So he was going between that and a couple other things. But anyways, I was getting kind of interested in it, but it was kind of, the Bruce Lee, Brad Pitt part's kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm they're hella disrespecting Bruce Lee. But whatever. It seems like almost Quentin Tarantino was trying to be a dick.
To be real, I've never fought Bruce Lee, so I have no idea how good of an actual fighter he was.
That's true. But I mean, I know about his like historical things he's done, like the fights he's proven and stuff about his techniques and how when he came to America, how they wouldn't allow him and whatever. But so what's funny? You're talking about the cigarette. Have you seen that movie?
No, actually, that's the only one I haven't seen.
This girl was like, you seen it? Where she's like, I'll give you this acid so cigarette for 50 cents.
And he puts it in the cigar box,
And then
it sits there for like 7 years.
And then he's like, it's the ninth of night. What the hell? And he like smokes it.
He goes
And
and takes his dog for a walk with
Yeah.
a beer in hand, smokes an acid dip cigarette, comes back.
I was like telling Donnie, could that really be that strong?
It's called a sherm.
Is it that strong that it dude, it is so fucking funny. I'm not gonna say anything that happens while he's high, but it's funny as shit. Him just all fucked up like it's like
The best part is he throws the can.
oh. Well, okay, so I'll at least tell you that. Okay, so the Manson
This is like an
story,
alternate
it's
timeline about
weird.
the Manson murders.
So they went to the house where Sharon Tate lived in real life and killed her, which I told Donnie kind of sucks when you watch the movie. It's kind of a good ending, but it's sad that in real life Sharon Tate died and whatever. But they end up going to Leo, who's an actor, and his stuntman's their house instead, not the next door neighbor, which was Sharon Tate. So they come in there all cult-like, and Brad Pitt's a badass. And
He's got his dog.
his dog, his pit bull's vicious, and it's just a great scene because these guys are like, for the devil. And he's
Even
like,
if you don't watch the movie, you should just look up the
just watch it. And he's like, they're all like, for the devil and shit. He's like, oh, okay, like whatever. And this motherfucker goes AWOL on them, dude. Like I can't even explain how bad their beatings are, and you still be like, oh, that's crazy. But when you watch it, fuck, dude, your stomach's like, and Leo's
gets
great.
some in there.
Leo's great because the scene where he first sees him, I was like, fucking hippies. Hey, in their car, get the fuck out of here, you fucking hippie. He's like, oh man, I'm just, because they want to go and kill whoever. And then they're like, oh, I'm just here, I'm trying to turn it around. You don't need to turn around, put the motherfucker in reverse and get the fuck out of here. He has his margarita like in the blender still.
Mhm.
Oh my god, dude. Leo's fucking superb, dude.
When he's talking to stuff in the trailers, one of my favorite scenes in that movie.
Leo's just fucking superb. So I probably got to sit down and watch that whole movie.
Yes,
Mhm.
even though it's long.
I just
And there's a lot of feet, a lot of dirty feet.
It's Tarantino. He likes feet.
I know. My least favorite
Did
part
you?
about
Did I have
Tarantino.
you watch Attack the Block? Okay, that's a movie I want people to watch. But,
Lucas, have you watched Devilman Crybaby yet?
Devil May Cry or Devil?
Devilman Cry. I know it sounds like Devilman. It's Devilman Crybaby.
No, I don't think
It's
so.
on Netflix. It's really really good.
Watch that.
If you like shit that'll fuck you up, make it.
Nicolas Cage
Sure,
has
I
been
know,
in a ton of movies like that
He's
recently.
in
I
this.
feel.
He's in a movie about him that he plays himself nowadays.
Have
Right?
you seen the one where it's like,
Pedro Pascal's in that movie.
There's the one where
Oh,
he's
really?
fighting
It's called The
animatronics.
Actor.
yeah, and he doesn't talk through the whole movie.
No, he's a badass.
And then there's the one Mandy too. My cousin's obsessed with all his
And
movies.
there's the pig.
And Mandy, he uses like this huge ass chainsaw and gets in a chainsaw fight with someone. I'm like,
I
what's going
watched
on?
a review on that movie. It does not look that good.
It probably isn't. None of them look good.
The pig looks good.
No, the one with the animatronics, Wonderland or whatever. That's pretty entertaining.
Is it? You watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, but he doesn't talk through the whole movie, right? That's what I
Drinks
heard.
a bunch of soda.
Yeah, he's very meticulous and everything, and you know that he's for like some special forces.
It's always something like that.
You know?
Now, this is one thing I did ask Declan, and you told me you haven't seen it. I love you, man.
What?
You
I
said
don't even
no.
know what that is.
Okay, it's Jason Segel and Paul Rudd.
It's all right.
You seen it?
That's all right.
It's a great movie.
Who directed it?
It's I don't know.
You say Judd Apatow. I'm gonna jump across the table. Beat the shit.
I don't think so.
But during that, I'm gonna be honest. During that time period, I didn't like really many movies that came out during that time.
But now with you with a significant other, I guarantee you'll feel it. And it's actually a really good movie about friendships and taking.
Don't you love how your just role has been redefined?
I know,
for the fact
I
of
know.
having sex with
But
somebody?
what did he say? He's like, you know what you need to do? Talk to my girlfriend and she'll make me watch. So I mean that's
She
it
has a
happens.
secretary now.
Yeah.
I'll have my people call your people. You
Uh,
talk to my people, and I'll bring it back.
But no, it's one of those movies that like I watched it the other night. I was trying to go to bed. It was probably like a couple weeks ago, and I literally sat there and just watched the whole thing because it's such a good movie, and it makes me actually feel like how I feel sometimes. Where like, I want you to hang out, guys, and then everyone's growing up. Everybody's got things to do. People are like,
I
I'm
just
going.
don't like hanging out with you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, agreed.
And then he's got the other dude, Paul Rudd, who's like, I have no guy friends, and he's going on mandates to try to find at least some groomsmen for his wedding. And that's just fucking classic, the dates and stuff. But they just have great chemistry, and that's why when you told me he didn't watch it, I'm like, that's crazy. Like, it's pretty popular, and a lot of people like it. Andy Samberg's fucking great in it. Oh, I watched Hotel Transylvania 4. It was fucking horrible.
Oh, the one where he turned into a human?
Yeah, Adam Sandler doesn't do the voice of Dracula. Everyone else returns. Oh, and actually, I should throw out there that Selena Gomez TV show with Steve Martin and Martin Short. Crystal watched it. It's fucking great. I love fucking Martin Short, though, but they're like doing a podcast while they're trying to like solve a murder, basically, but they're not detectives and shit. But she's just bored, and she grew up very well, dude. Oh my God. Like, she looks like a woman now. I was really weirded out by
Do
it.
you have cable?
Yeah,
No?
we got cable
Do you
now.
have cable?
Yeah.
You guys should watch Smiling Friends.
I heard
What's
that.
it on?
It's an Adult Swim show,
Oh,
but it's like 12 minutes long. It's just it's made by two YouTubers, and two Newgrounds creators initially, and it's weird, but it's got a level of humor that I find very funny.
There's
Like, they take shots at nihilism at one point and stuff like that. And then the other time it's just weird as fuck, and it's just got really relatable. Like, even though it's animated, it's like, if weird shit like this happened to you, that's how you would react. So it's very funny. It's very short.
what does it look like design wise?
It's very simple, but it's also like one of those mixed media things where like there's also like stop motion characters that show up,
okay.
and there's characters that have different designs and different animation styles, all this kind of stuff.
What do you guys think about Arcane?
I haven't watched it yet, but I don't care. Like I've
Okay.
heard it's no.
My
no.
brother and sister were talking about it
I
last.
heard it's hella
this week.
good, but I'm
Arcane?
like,
It's based off League of Legends characters, I guess.
Oh, that shit, okay.
But it's already like over, they said, and they go, it's open for another story. Looks like, but
it's like been in the making for like
7 years or something.
something ridiculous.
That's what my brother told me. He's like, it's been like 6 or 7 years. They've been trying to make
But that's
it.
why it looks so good. It's because it's been being
The
made.
first
for,
episode really bored me. I tried to. I told my little sister's like, you need to watch it. It's so good.
Have they watched
I tried.
Castlevania?
I don't know.
Just
They
throw it
watch.
back
They
in there.
watch anime like fucking.
You just
crazy.
go back on their face and be like, you motherfucker, you should
I
watch
can't when they watch
Castlevania."
anime like crazy. I think it's called Mythic Quest. Have you guys heard of that?
no.
Yes.
There's another show.
The owner of a successful video game design
Yes.
company
I've heard
and his
bad
trouble
things
staff
about the Mythic
struggle to
Quest.
keep their game Mystic Quest on top. I think this is it. Because it's with the dude from Always Sunny. And I know
Which one of the dudes?
Mac.
Oh.
And I know, yeah, because Ashley Birch is in it. I used to follow Ashley
Okay.
Birch when she did Hey Ash, What's Up YouTube thing. But yeah, my cousin was like, oh, that's a really good show. And he was commenting on someone on Facebook. And I'm like, I kind of want to watch that because of the cast in it.
I don't know. I heard bad things about it.
Really?
I don't really watch many news shows.
But that's the whole point, is for us to get on to new shows. And then we could talk and be like, oh, we'll wait till 3
Yeah,
more
but-
episodes and then we'll watch.
But counterpoint, I can also just play video games.
How about you just get in the video game lore?
I've been playing Fallout 1. That's
It's
fun.
kind of hard for us to sit
I
here
just
and
started
talk
Mac.
about
I just started Combat Evolved
like that. Like, I started this and okay, but it's not like we're not all on the same journey together. When you watch a TV show together, all at different times, not in the same fucking room, we all have that same journey of watching it, how we felt about it, but whatever. We're playing a video game, we all have different experiences.
Greetings and salutations to everyone. This is another week where things messed up. With Lucas being back, we thought we were going to be in a better place with things not messing up. So, unfortunately, things still did. So, the last bit I am going to play, since it's so small, our audio messed up again. It's echoing. We thought we had it fixed, but we didn't. So, I'll play the last bit just because I think it's 5 minutes or so. Please, if you don't want to listen to it, it's fine. Just make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, because that's the most important thing that we could get across near the end. But I appreciate everybody, especially if you're on the audio. It's a little bit rougher to hear because our mics, I don't know what's going on. They're echoing. You'll get a glimpse of that in a second as soon as I put that up. But again, bear with it. Thank you so much if you do. And if not, just wait till the next podcast and let's see if we can fix it. And we make a hint that it's going to be covering music. So hopefully we will see you guys there watching it. Thank you. But thank you so much for continuing this journey with us. We appreciate it. Have a good one, and here's us echoing for about 5 minutes.
Okay, like, subscribe, share, dislike us so only we can see it. Go to all the social media outlets where we have been putting things out on. At least I've been trying to.
You've been putting things out on, yeah.
Yeah. And keep watching and watching because we're getting more subscribers. And
Be careful about the videos or any posts because they spoil stuff in the titles.
sometimes, but take them all with a grain of salt, people, because everything's just rumors right now. So,
Rumors.
with that being said, thank you.
Why'd you say that like Ernie?
Thank you.
Ernie, we love you.
Senpai. Oh, senpai. Oh.
Don't say senpai. That's a podcast. We're ending. That for sure is a fucking podcast.